there. But as far as Levante goes, they hope to turn this into a bit of a horror show for the Culés in attendance, just dumping it into the corner for a bit of field position.
Next week, and if Real Madrid can stretch it ahead, the game in the Bernabeu, of course, fabulous.
Chance on the turn, and tucked in at the near post. Cesc Fabregas with a dart that hits bullseye.
Well, I predicted sharpness, and we get Ginsu sharpness. The ex-Guna, Pua Ballesteros, looking up at the stars and wondering, how do we stop this? It's a fabulous hit from Cesc, and that's not really his hallmark ability. He looks very much like David Villa in this finish. Beautiful lead up as well, of course. The architect, Iniesta, Messi involved. Lovely ball here. Back heel from La Illusionista, Iniesta. And then a wonderful strike with pure precision. Messi sees it. That's a fabulous feed. Again, from the man with eyes in the back of his head. He knows exactly where Fabregas is. The audacity of Iniesta is astonishing. But fitting hand in glove. He is just born to the manner.
Slap header that forces Villa to reach up as Xavi Torres, the man who once played at the Camp Nou, and Valdez able to pull it down.
Given that sort of lease defensively.
He drags the player in. Lopez back for Iniesta, and his shot just on the wrong side of the laces.
See this ball from Cuenca. That is absolutely wonderful vision to find Messi on that back post. This wasn't just a bad cross or anything like that. Cuenca sees Messi fading away to the left, and it comes to Lionel, who pulls it back for Iniesta, and Iniesta just slashes at it. But there's that ball from Cuenca. I believe it was intentionally steered into that space.
Ask a few questions.
Yeah, stretching themselves out as well.
Messi cuts across on that diagonal.
Magic!
Leaves Del Orno, shot deflected just wide.
That's what you get for attacking Barcelona.
Juan Fran saved the day.
They'll stretch you the other way and put you on the torture rack. Just in the nick of time.
Messi and Xavi, who touches, stops, and Messi denied by Munua, and Puyol caught off balance.
How many times have we seen Captain Tarzan miss these chances the last month? Poor Carles. He cannot just sweep it home. A beautiful hit and a variation on a theme for Lionel. A little touch to the side, and then the settlement by Xavi and a beautiful curler, and Gustavo does brilliantly well. He's got that inside covered. It's easy pickings in the end. Carles cannot react as quick as the goalkeeper did. Munua doing extremely well to react.
Probably not worth it considering the location of the wall. This will be dangerous for Munua. Xavi, near post, just high.
Good attempt, close. From Xavi Hernandez, going for the top corner, bravely. Not too far away, is he? Oh, malicious intent at all.
Launched inside, header, and he's on the board again. Cesc Fabregas.
Malicious intent here, though, for Cesc. And Barcelona like a runaway steam train now. And it's Cesc Fabregas who's piling the coal on, shoveling it in. This is a wonderful glancing header, and he meets it like an express train. It's on time. Beautiful. Ball flighted in, and it's kissed home by those thick eyebrows. And it's a cracker. Beautiful from chameleon eyes. Impeccable, immaculate, celestial service from Xavi. Fabregas, placement perfect, 2-zip.
Well, Arsenal beats Chelsea.
Good header.
Del Orno was caught on
flinch from letting Kone know. Look out.
Read it through the eye. Here comes
Magic.
the camel. Iniesta, back post. Oh my, Cuenca. He puts the icing on a masterpiece of a cake.
Again, An absolute startling goal. It's a revolution of football against all the coaches and all the technocrats that blame poor defending and X's and O's. They rip it up. Barcelona, tic-tac, deadly. Touched on again, but look at the placement and the consideration in their passing. The ball never stops, I believe, Phil. It never stops. Take a look. Messi, Iniesta, the wonderful disguise. The placement from the kid is magnifico, extraordinario, heavenly. Bloody marvellous.
And Ray, in my mind, the thing that makes it most marvelous again is a relatively simple touch from Iniesta that has the flair.
In and put his ice pack on them. Curly
Loose in
locks.
front, fighting to get through Valdez, but denied on the doorstep. Xavi Torres, the former Barcelonista.
Looking at
half play, and what a half it's been. Levante threw a buzzsaw. And here that earlier chance,
which should have been converted, absolutely. Dani Alves doing his best on Valdo. Lopez in retreat. In the back line, Phil, it's just been hamstring injuries this club's had over the season.
whipped in by Javi Venta, headed towards goal, and slapped away by a diving Valdez.
Majestic save. Wonderful direct header from Del Horno, I believe. Nicely fed in. Nicely won as well. Arik Abidal. Good contact on the ball.
Ball top of the box. Alves slots it in. Messi. Absolutely brilliant.
Dani Alves, absolutely brilliant in this setup as well. And this is never going to be anything else than a goal. Beautiful. And again, they're like a happily married couple. Messi and Dani Alves. Messi washes, Alves dries. Fabulous together. Take a look again. A kniving ball from Dani. The lovely touch from Leo. And it's never going to be anything else than rustling the net. Great vision. Wonderful angle. And then again, always that considerate caress of the touch to settle his hit before he knows he can spank it home. Correct.
To tie their record for straight wins. Ball out for Cuenca. Back for Messi. How did he miss?
This is the part that we're seeing in this young kid, Cuenca. Again, Alves orchestrates it for this goal and the wonderful took away. But when we see this ball played in from Cuenca to Messi, it's so exciting to see because
Cuenca has that artist's touch. And Messi, perhaps the best artist of them all. Back from Xavi. Through for Alexis Sanchez. Off the underside of the crossbar, and it has chalk as it goes into the net.
fabulous goal from Alexis. Wonderful, wonderful build-up. This is calculus football, and poor Ballesteros cannot answer any of the questions. All he sees is the south end of a northbound horse that is called Alexis. He curls it in like the proverbial Ferrari, but look where it starts. Wonderful from the corner. Again, Messi, full space like the Millennium Falcon. Xavi's in on the act. Leo sees the far man Alexis. The wonderful ceramic brakes are applied, and the curling touch takes a little bit of a flick. But I think that Alexis intentionally probably played it off the lad's head. You wouldn't put it past him. I'm kidding, of course, but there's no disguising a masterpiece. And wonderful. Can I get a sparkle? Sparkle count on that goal. Wonderful. On one on the outside there, but he goes inside for Xavi. Gets it there now.
Out wide for Messi. Waits it for Sanchez. and right down Main Street for Munua.
Wonderful again, Lionel Messi finding Alexis on the run. Take a look, Leo sees him, and again the placement is simply perfection. Alexis, and I think that one is still curling and would have dropped underneath the bar of Munua.
Chance inside, well met Messi, tucks it inside. Munua cut the left foot, and he didn't have an answer, but Messi gets the loose ball again. Square for Iniesta, did not hear the footsteps of Valdo. Return, Sanchez just in front of Messi's boot. That would have been 6.
I think it takes a little bit of a deflection on the way into Lionel as well, Phil, and I think that's what took it out of his focus. I think it just bounces past him, look out.
Cuenca with some nice work, Xavi just high.
Well, they're just enjoying themselves now, giving themselves early Christmas presents. Xavi thinks, why the hell not? I've done enough tonight. Wonderful pullback, and there's that little hop that doesn't get to Lionel quite cleanly. Wonderful by Alexis down that right.
To retreat to Juanfran. Slotted through, El Sar to the middle, deflected. And before Kone could get there, Valdez gobbles it up.
Extend himself. You could say the same thing about Iniesta as this game's went on, and even Xavi.
Headed down, back post, and for the second time today, Messi left scratching his head.
Well, they call him the Pulga, and he might have fleas in that head. Who knows? Because that ain't Leo.
And on his left foot to boot.
Yeah. Wonderful rise by Alexis and Boyle, but telling you, better watch out.
Beautiful. Pedro looking for 6, but Munua pushes it wide off his chest.
Oh, well played by Gustavo Munua. Uruguayan international comes out and narrows his angle very, very quickly. It's a good save. Wonderful from Chameleon Eyes, red carpet, but then you see Munua just stuttering. And
here's Messi lifting it through for Iniesta, deflected. Sanchez going for it. Iniesta there, rifles it from midair to the back of the twine. It's 6-0 Barca.
Astonishing instincts, and he's been called off. He still razzles it home. The ball dropping like a big snowball out of a snowy sky, but that man with the flag goes up, and we will see if he's correct. It's really inconsequential, other than denying us a piece of absolute magic. This is a horrendous decision right there from Leo, but then it's off of the defender. So
have to go way back.
Really.
And teams like Levante, Malaga, and Osasuna in the race for European berths. But on the final score here today, the expected Barcelona big.
Well, we'll give them, those teams that you mentioned, credit when we see them. But tonight, the full credit goes to Pep's Dream Boys. Wonderful with their spider's web football.